What up, gamers? YouTube, like and subscribe. Come hang out live sometime. Just going live right now, a few minutes before the marathon reveal. I'm excited to see what's going on. Listen, I'm not the biggest Destiny fan these days. I didn't really get hooked on Destiny 2 the way that I hoped that I would. I played hundreds of hours of Destiny 1, and I'm a big Bungie Halo fan. Halo 1, Halo 2 for sure, Halo 3 for sure, Reach somewhat, ODST for sure. And sometimes I forget about how much I really appreciate this, the history of this company, and I'm excited to see what Marathon has to offer. I haven't engaged with the ARG or anything like that. Not exactly my jam, but my guess is that I will see what I see here and really enjoy it. So I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised, and I think I will be, if I'm being honest. Sirius, welcome in. Bama, welcome in. Mr. Treehorn, oh, welcome in. Johnny, I was thinking about you yesterday. I hope you're doing well. Dan Good, Andrew on Carts, welcome in, everybody. Great to see you. Great to see you all. Mini Farm, a reveal of Jake running a marathon. Well, that's gonna be a little further into the future. Drew, welcome in. Matt, welcome in. Nintendo World was super fucking dope. I can only imagine. Damn good show. You must be excited for this. I feel like this will be right up your alley. Johnny, I hope you're doing well, homie. I've missed you giggling at all the things that I say. I need that little laughing hee. Marathon to the chalet. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Very hyped. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have a feeling that this is going to really knock some socks off. I think this will be one of the most anticipated games of the year now, like, especially for people that weren't in the know prior to this. Video games are so cool, man. Why would you say something so brave yet so controversial? There it is. There's that giggle that I need so much. I love it. Very nice. All right, chat, I was laying in bed like, do I do this or not? Because I'm gonna be live again in like 4 hours for Coachella for like 6 hours tonight. But I gotta go back to sleep after this. I was up until fucking, we streamed until like 5 in the morning. I know some people were in special events. Oh, I'll go to Marathon. I didn't know that was an option. Cool. Good shit, Treehorn. Coachella stream? You're a mad lad? Yeah, we streamed hella Coachella last night. It was fucking awesome. Basically, we just, well, Missy Elliott set and Lady Gaga set, and they were so fucking good. I'm not even like a big Gaga fan, and it was so fucking good. Diablo, welcome in, homie. Good to see you. Hey, Johnny gifting a sub to JP. I love it. Thank you so much, homie. Very kind to me. Today's setup for Coachella is absolutely insane too. Kicking things off with Charlie XCX. As you can see, I'm representing the Brat colors here with Marathon. It's Charlie XCX into Green Day into Travis Scott. A little something for everybody. Leviticus and Shaniel, what's poppin', homies? Good to see so many of you on a fucking Saturday afternoon. We love this. We love this. Oh my god, Treehorn, I just saw it. The 7 TV. Jake has been replaced to my plum. Hello, King Noah, welcome in. Holy shit. Diablo getting the fist bump. Look at this, chat. Diablo gets their daily fist bump. They have fist bumped my plum 3 times. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Initializing. Please stand by. Chat, 1 minute to go. I'm really excited for this. I think we're about to see a game that knocks our socks off. I mean, we'll find out for sure momentarily, obviously, but let's go. Mr. Bones Marathon indeed. Going down. Hoping this is good. There's no way this is not good. There's no way this is not good. I promise you that. You have that's the JT guarantee. And I'm giving you the JT guarantee that this is gonna be the... And you know what's smart? Is that they seem to be shelling out money to get people to pay for this shit. Control, welcome in. FPS and art direction like no one else. I'll try it no matter what. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I truly think that we're about to see something immaculate, and they're doing like... All right, I'm just gonna lock in. Oh, W's in chat. 200 for control. Let's go. All right, we're in. YouTube VOD watchers, you know what to do. Come hang out live. Press buttons around this page that make my brain feel good. Oh, I wasn't expecting this format.
HQ here in beautiful Washington.
Yeah, he got the Marathon 12s on.
With the opportunity to share a little bit of Marathon gameplay with you for the very first time. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got an awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to. So make sure to go ahead and not tune out early. But no need to worry. You're not going to have to sit here and listen to me.
Go ahead and not tune out
here at Bungie to
early.
walk us through some of what we're going to be seeing today. So
beta shadow drop.
Let's get to
that
the
would be
show.
nice.
First things first. This gentleman here to my right, to your left, is Marathon's game director, Mr. Joe Ziegler.
If that happens early, Noah, will you tell me if we end up seeing that go up on a storefront?
Like, super excited to finally show something about our game, you know? We've been a little bit silent for a while, but we're hoping you'll have a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we'll have another video in addition to the one of just you in your office hanging out.
Exactly,
so,
yeah. I won't be talking for like 20 minutes
I
straight.
tell you.
So for anyone out there that may not know you or what you do here, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I work with a lot of amazing people. Some of the
Get a
people on the
Destiny
stage,
emblem?
a lot of people who are sort of in the audience here today. My goal is ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together in a singular experience. And
It was
help
available to
deliver that
preload and then
experience
taken
at the
down, I
same
think.
time. So, just love that.
Thank you very much for being here today, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man
This
who's
is
been
sloppy so
instrumental in
far.
bringing the worlds of both
This
games
doesn't have to
and
be all
film
this.
to life.
Thank you for
Our
blessing
franchise
me.
art director, Mr. Joe Cross. Joe, how's it going?
All right, listen. Really cool, excited for your game and all.
Anyone, obviously, you've got some fans here, but for anyone out there in the audience,
Randy, welcome in. But for the most part,
or doesn't get a chance to work with you,
for the most of the world, you're fucking brand new IP. Most of the people watching this have never played Marathon before.
Of Marathon, and
Dearest,
my job is to
thank you so much for gifting a sub.
the visual style of this reimagined
You absolute
IP
legend. I'm gonna
and
need
this,
some W's.
this amazing game. And then,
In the chat.
make sure that our world-class art team is set up for success.
Badge, yeah, need the badge.
Paving the way a bit.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everything. We're going to have a lot to dig into today, so thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
As we go right on down the line,
W
we have,
badge.
without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today, our gameplay director, Mr. Andrew Witz. How's it going, Witz?
But I don't know if I need this format, this fucking talk show format, with everybody cheering for
anyone
these
out there that may be just meeting you for the first
celebrity
time, can you tell us just a
Bungie
little bit
game
about yourself?
designers.
Yeah, Andrew Witz, I'm the
You know,
gameplay
roll the
director,
fucking beautiful
which
bean
basically means
footage.
is I had to work with
What
a
am I
bunch of
doing
awesome
here?
people to set up what the sandbox, the survival sandbox of Marathon is going to be. So that's runners, weapons and equipment, and the combatants, the UESC. They're going to be hunting players on Tau Ceti. So yeah, what up to the gameplay team? Thank you all. for all your
Fucking
work.
Marathon.
And of course, last but exceptionally not least,
God
someone
is
who you've
straight, bro.
probably seen in
Fucking
Bungie
Marathon.
in the past, and someone
Andrew
who's
on
been able
cards,
to
it
help
happens.
guide design here at Bungie since Halo 3. The one, the only Mr. Senior Design Lead here, rather, the one, the only Mr. Lars Bakken.
Lars Bakken! This is crazy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lars, we're back.
You could say Marathon's back.
You could. I'll leave that to you, though. Well, for anyone out there in the audience who may not get that reference and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, my name is Lars Bakken. I'm a senior design lead on the Run team. Shout out to Run Team, everyone that's out there right now. A lot of fans out there. So the Run Team is consisting of, we make the maps.
Studio
so
full
the
of
zones
Bungie
that you're
employees
going
clapping for their
into,
friends is
we
so
make the
funny.
activities, so we take some of the cool stuff that Andrew's team, we remix it, we add the UESC in, we make them real difficult on purpose. And then we also have the contracts
All my
team,
homies
which
love the
are
Run Team.
factions, the
Oh no, the
corporations
YouTube
that
chat's
players
crazy.
are
Chat,
sort
if
of
they're gonna
doing
bore us
deals
with
because
this,
they're mercenaries.
we're gonna do what we
And so-
must.
And that
And we're gonna
gets
read
a
this
little bit
fucking
down into
chat.
sort of the missions and everything. And so that's the stuff I
YouTube live chat's
hopefully
fucking
make everyone
crazy.
proud with.
Palestine.
We'll get into that here very shortly, but no, thank you all
Gameplay,
for
please.
for being
Pronouns.
here. Before we
Show
get
the
started, this real
damn
quick
game.
reminder, do yourself a
Woke,
favor, make sure
we
you've got
won't
your
be
Bungie and
buying.
your Twitch account linked to make sure you don't miss out on the Twitch drop that's going on right now. And if you also
See
go
the
ahead
game.
and subscribe to any channel in the Marathon directory, you can get a special little cat badge next
Why
to your
isn't
name
there
to
an
go ahead and show everyone that
autistic
you're
black
here today.
trans
So
woman on
go
the
out there,
panel?
find a streamer you haven't found
Show
before, and make sure to drop a sub out there and share the
Force
love.
DEI
And
is
also, if you
cringe.
have dropped your sub here on Marathon
This is
the
really
Game, worry not,
interesting, but
that money all goes to the
gameplay.
Bungie Foundation, so thank you for helping us help them do some good out there. And
You dual
now,
stream? No,
we have
this
a
is
big
just the
show
YouTube
again
feed that we're
lined up.
watching.
We've got
I used to
some
dual stream. I didn't
gameplay
like
on
it.
the way coming up very shortly. We had a chance to go ahead and work with some creators and press very recently.
Eat
and we're gonna show
him?
you
What
they
the
thought of the
fuck?
game. And of
This is
course,
insane,
again,
dude.
I'll repeat myself, but we've got something really
Show the
good for you at end of
gameplay,
show, so make sure to
monkeys.
stick
This is
around.
kind of funny.
But again, the purpose of today is to show
John
some gameplay.
Marathon?
Joe
Absolutely.
Ziegler, I'd love to hand the mic to you for this next part.
Yeah, so before we get started, obviously there's a lot to talk about today. We have a little bit of a taste to show you about what our game is about, just to kick us off, so we can put some images to what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look.
Jesus Christ, finally. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, that sniper, that tiny circle reticle feels so Bungie, so fucking Halo. I love that.
The end of all things. But the dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
There's a lot of these like weird like geometric shapes in this game. I'm not entirely possible that I love. Think maybe I do? I don't know. P-Swag, give it to me straight. Does this look dumb? A little bit, yes. But a little bit, no. Coming September 23rd. Then there was some message about the Discord. This looks dumb. It might. Is it free? I don't think so.
You saw that correctly. Marathon will be releasing just later this year on September 23rd, so you'll be able to ship out to Tau City very
Coming to all platforms.
And in
Yeah, that's
addition to
nice
that,
from
coming just
PlayStation.
Later this month, on April 23rd, we're going to be running a closed alpha test that you can be a part of. Now, as a quick heads up, this is going to be focused on North America, 18 plus only. So there's going to be a big chance to play up front, but don't worry, there's going to to be other opportunities to play later.
Join the
So to make sure you're caught up with all
Discord
the details
to
and you're
sign
ready
up for the
go,
closed
do yourself
alpha
a favor,
test.
Head over to our Discord at discord.gg/marathonthegame. And of course, if you're here in Twitch chat
/marathon
today, you've already done
the
yourself a
game?
big favor. Members of our
That's your
community
Discord?
and moderation teams are going to be going out and looking for folks to drop codes to as well to make sure that you can get priority access when the alpha kicks off. So go ahead and keep an eye out on your inbox. There's no exclamation point drops or anything you need to do, though I'm sure folks will do it anyway. But worry not, you've gone ahead and done yourself a favor.
Alpha
by
and
being
releases
here
this
today.
soon. JT
But,
Mac, yeah, that's a little scary,
let's get
right?
into it. What did we just see?
A lot of death, you know, is first what we all saw. But honestly, you saw a first glimpse
My God,
of,
back to the
some of what's
Marathon
going on in
talk show,
Marathon,
dude.
Our extraction shooter that we're creating over here. And it's got a little bit of everything. It's got some runners in there. It's got some weapons in there. It's got some crazy stuff happening, but yeah.
Yeah, a little taste of the weapons in there. You saw some alternate weapon actions. The flip scope is in there, so weapons are going to do more than just shoot. Obviously, it's a Bungie game. We got to like really push things. Yeah, a lot of runner abilities are in there as well. The UESC, obviously, a little taste of the UESC and what they're capable of. Yeah, a lot of awesome stuff.
And some fun world interactions too. Like there's that sequence where the shutters go down and then everything goes wrong for the
This
team
is
that's
just
in
giving
that
like
room. But that's it's
your
it's
homie's
pretty
telling
cool
you
to see
about the
those
new
things.
fucking fantasy book he read and you don't give a fuck about, and he's like, well,
Mr. Ziegler,
there's some conflict with
into the action shooter space.
the UESC. Let's just say.
Passion of all of ours. Like, we really like the idea of like bringing this experience that we've all enjoyed, which is this kind of intense survival-based experience where you are frequently unsure of what's going to happen next, but you're on that adventurous ride of it. You know, it's like, we talk about it sort of like it's a horror
Open
story
world
that's
PvP. I think it's like PvPvE. It's like fucking Tarkov. It's an
and testing
extraction
yourself to see
shooter.
if you can survive it. And we really wanted to take that and sort of, I don't know, bring a lot more people into it. When you love something, you really kind of want to just.
It could be fun. It could be good, but I don't know. This is a fucking
party with it, and so
nightmare
we did
event.
A lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah, no, it shows. And you know, Lars, obviously, Bungie's got a long history of shooters, but this is a new type altogether for us to dive into. From your side, what's it been like designing for all of this?
It's been fantastic. So when I started at Bungie, it was on the multiplayer team, and I am a competitive person in my nature. I really enjoy PvP, and so having
Make
to
sure you
take
get them
that
chairs that will look
marathon
natural.
Game and think about every single angle of every design, knowing that there will be other human beings.
I'm a bit of a competitive
around
person.
on the other side of it has just been fascinating and really exhilarating for myself personally, and I also know for the team.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to see. And you know,
Make sure we
obviously,
get
you
them
mentioned we saw a lot
chairs
of
that make them
runners.
all look like little
To begin with,
guys.
Can you do me a favor and help introduce these 4 runners that are going to be available?
Arms
when
up
the closed beta
marathons.
test begins?
Honk shoot.
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll have 6 runners at launch, but we're focusing on the core 4 here. They're going to be in
Them
the alpha.
chairs, I know.
So going left to right, we have Locust. Locust is our
think on his shirt
soldier
is
kind of
stretched
fantasy
out
soldier
what?
kit, all about push forward gameplay, right? The first one in, trying to get as many
Maddie,
picks as
welcome in,
possible,
homegirl.
right? Against either the UESC or other players. Next, we have Blackbird. It's very reconnaissance-based kit, all about like figuring out
Locust,
where players
Blackbird,
and enemies are in general
Glitch,
and punishing poor
Void.
positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind of kit. all
Dude,
about
cool. I think this
pushing
is gonna
forward,
be hard
disrupting
for this to be
teams and what
better
they're
than
doing and getting
hunting
out
some
and having their
bugs.
kind of cycle.
Yeah, what
Void
if we
is
just switched to Buck
is
Hunter
our
right now?
Stealth boy, our sneaky boy, all about throwing down smokes.
Just kidding, I'm
going
not
a
doing
full
that.
Active camo cloak.
Our
and
options
just
are
getting some
continue
reses
watching
and
this
then,
or I go back to
taking some
sleep.
by surprise. So, yeah, this is
Also,
our
potentially, if
core
this goes
4
too
right
long,
now.
both.
A lot of different play styles to choose from out of the gate. And even furthermore, Joe Cross, also, if anyone's not following Joe
Here's
Cross
to be
on Twitter, do yourself a
unjoinable
favor
is
and
so
do
funny
But
because they
you've
don't
been
want people to
sharing
join
some
it and then
art
stop
for these runners
watching.
pretty
We gotta wait until the end,
recently,
maybe.
out there on Twitter
Or it's part of their
everyone.
ARG.
You know, before the show, we were talking a little bit, and I've heard this come up a lot, but you know, you guys have been working off of this concept.
Hey, you
of
followed
graphic
yesterday. Let's
realism.
subscribe now. Stop! No, Shaniel! Stop shaking down my fucking chat!
It's one of our ingredients.
Can I get some W's for Bama? Gifting a sub to Maddie? Let's
For these
go.
runners, you know,
I will
the
need some
first thing we
W's.
wanted to make sure was
Bama,
the
what's
visual
poppin'?
fantasy reflected the gameplay fantasy.
You absolute legend.
Well. And then we sort of
You
our,
absolute
you know,
legend.
unique recipe of influences.
Yeah,
and
tag yourself, I'm
inspirations
Glitch.
for the reimagining of this world. And one of those sort of constraints.
Thanks, man. I
we've created
appreciate
is the idea
that.
of graphic realism,
gifty.
where we kind of reduce the amount of geometry. We limit our materials. We use a lot of graphic design and color. And we sort of use it as a tool to onboard.
No,
artists
that's
who
not one of
work
the
on a
categories.
project, and then it,
Or Blackbird, okay.
doesn't hurt
Yeah, all right.
to have a world-class concept team.
I'm feeling Locust right now. I'm feeling Locust as well.
The origin of a lot of these
Realistically, but I can't play right now, so I'm just going from a purely Rule 34 standpoint.
To it as well.
This work, feel like shit. My body just needs a rest. Just Instacarted some chicken soup, apple juice, saltines, and probiotics. This motherfucker needs the fucking little vitamin C. I'm gonna baby bird you a bunch of food. I'll chew your saltines for you. All you have to do is swallow.
Art represented on the left started out as a fan.
That'll fix you. Show me where it hurts.
Officially by Bungie, and so his legacy looms super large. And we've always tried to, pay attention, pay homage, make sure we were doing justice. And you can see here in the
Homage.
center, this is kind of a proto runner we developed early in the process to make sure that, our sort of approach to graphic realism and style lined up and sort
Get
of
you some gas
represented
station
that,
boner pills and a
then
hot
on
roller
the right
sausage.
here,
You'll be all
sort of
right, man.
evolution to one of our
Lock in.
actual runners here, Blackbird.
Have you considered locking
with a
in?
similar fantasy and composition. So I think it's working out well, and I think we're doing something new, but also sort
This
of looking back.
sucks.
It's like a 3-panel study on how to hold the spine, right? Is what you're looking at.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah.
Is it a spine?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, that said, if anyone out there in Twitch chat as well has any questions, go ahead and drop them in. We're going to try and answer as many as we
Let's
can.
ask
We're gonna be
Twitch
showing you a lot
when
of stuff today, so if
when
there's
more
anything that
fucking
comes to mind,
gameplay. This will be a
please
fucking
feel free
gameplay
to
reveal.
throw it in there. Folks on the community team are going to be keeping an eye out. But we've obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive into some more marathon gameplay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god. Bless my fucking soul. We're gonna rip him apart, I bet. The YouTube chat is like, why not YouTube chat? And they're like, woke, DEI, pronouns. $8 to get something from the phone, don't do it. Escape will make me god. Escape, all right, POV. We're gonna sell marathon merch.
You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary.
But instead of it saying escape will make me god, it's gonna say yelling will make me come.
Tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest.
Ben, sorry, it might be.
You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security
Good fucking
forces,
pull, Dan. Good.
and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons,
Doesn't it look a little
materials,
fucking
and
like
equipment you can
this visual
scavenge
aesthetic
throughout
sets it
the map.
apart, but I just don't know if I like it. It looks a little
Before deploying,
fucking
you'll
blocky and
strategically
weird.
build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead.
Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. Maybe this will grow on me, but I find it jarring.
Gather as much loot as you can and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs.
The gunplay looks good. Every time I see that shotgun reticle,
Future runs as you grow in
starts to feel
power,
like Halo fucking 2 again.
Death is inevitable.
Better start growing. I kind of dig the blocking weird. I get that.
Quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents. And
This little style's the only part that looks interesting to
your
me.
teammates will be the ones coming
Looks
out on top.
fucking busy. Look at this UI, man.
And even if you're down on your luck,
That looks like something that could have been made in Roblox as someone who's never played Roblox.
So you can get right back into the fight.
Oh Jesus Christ! Squares everywhere. Inventory management. Fucking kill me.
Multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay.
Jake always takes
Runners with
care.
unique
Uh-oh.
styles and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights. Whether you're on a zero to hero run or high rolling with powerful gear,
Like Apex, it does have some Apex DNA for sure.
you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but
It's gonna be
not out.
hilarious. Sunsetting announcement 7 months after launch. I know.
Death.
Bungie looking like the worst fucking move that
If you're the
PlayStation has
last one
made.
standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill to
Oh,
take
that
all
double
the glory
melee.
for yourself as a solo runner. No 2 runs in Marathon
Time to
ever play
Kill
out the
does
same,
feel nice,
with
like
dynamic events,
well, I've always loved
variable
Halo.
weather, and unpredictable players.
And I was better at Halo than I've ever been at Call of Duty.
Want to survive.
Brought they own Bungie now, I know.
Has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades
Anything
or
can
increase
happen.
your faction reputation.
Boys can
Slip into the
kiss.
shadows as void.
I said anything. I
Past your enemies. Search them out for rare materials and profit
I heard 2 boys
efficiencies
can kiss in this
without
game.
being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends, grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always
Cost. If I learned anything from enjoying Concord, people are not switching if this is $50, $40. Yeah, I agree.
Is your loot and imagination. End game challenges.
If they could figure out how to make this game fucking free,
seasonal storytelling, community events,
I think this would change the way that I'm perceiving this right now.
Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of
All these expansive environments would see us getting some sick tribe-style landscaping and shit. Yeah, seasonal storytelling, of course.
Run away from your next big score.
And it's not actual fucking seasonal storytelling. It's just different fucking audio logs of bullshit. You have to go to a separate website to fucking find out the lore. Lore drops, I know. Oh no.
I think for starters, again, you know, as we touched on before the break.
Yeah, if this is free, they got a shot here, but I think that this game might not be making it happen.
Like kind of approaching this from your perspective.
Jakey, may I ask you a Dino business question? You can say no because we are gamers right now. Yeah, of course.
The narrative of Marathon is incredibly rich.
Faction wears the least armor. 7-monther, you're asking the right thing.
I also love
7-monther. Will you type the words "Hey Jake" real quick in chat? I think you'll quite enjoy what you see. Just say "Hey Jake." Just type "Hey Jake."
I love the way the games look from the PS1, PS2 era.
Weekend shorts planned. We don't. I'm going to take care of them. I was thinking about that before I went live.
And you know, like I said,
hey Jake.
To some of our
Here we go.
Sort of iconic
what do we have here?
Of the time.
And also, we had some keen-eared folks in chat. I think Zoe Wolfinder asked if this is Ben Starr. Yep, Ben Starr was the narrator of that piece. Excellent ear.
Great voice, right?
Yeah, super voice. Yeah.
Hey, my plum.
He's almost an Andrew Witz, but he does his best.
Jake now autocorrects to my plum.
But all right, I'm gonna put you on the spot with a tough one, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Yeah. Who's your favorite runner?
Ooh, controversial question.
Ben Starr, look at me, damn good. Sniped Ben Starr.
Of them, but I will say
in Marathon, the game.
The one I end up playing the most is Blackbird. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Any Blackbird mains out there?
Jesus fuck.
Because it's a great crew runner. Like it's in terms of being able to provide a lot of information.
Hello, Jake Twitchin. That's still the same.
It's also a great runner that's kind of helps to counter a lot of strategies that can occur.
That doesn't correct. No, just Jake.
Strategies that happen. Also to catch Void out of position if Void's trying to hide. So yeah, there's a lot of versatility to how.
Oh my god, dude.
Mr. Witz, I think you and I share the same main. I got to ask as well. Who's your go-to?
The big dude in the black hoodie looks like he'd be dope to hang out with. I'm sure these guys are all great. Well, I'm twitching their plums right now. Probably everybody.
As Joe reminds me all the time, because I'm pushing too much.
You don't even have a W key. It just goes.
I just love to go.
Yeah, it's like black hoodie too, for sure. I mean, I think.
Yeah, that push forward.
They're all handsome in their own right.
Being like the first to try and get a pick, you know, seeing somebody out of position, going for that pick.
A man over here could use a one size up on his shirt.
I love that disruption play style. I love just finding an enemy crew trying to exfil, trying to extract, and then like taking like the arm cannon and just knocking them out of like the
wearing
zone.
flap-rimmed hats in 2025, but I don't know.
I'm looking for enemies. It's good, yeah.
To that same end, actually, as you guys
this is so fucking.
Chat asks, what's the pacing targets to the gameplay? Are there any movement or traversal mechanics?
There are a lot of movement and traversal mechanics inside of the game, but it varies. Your effectiveness varies.
I don't know.
Yeah, like everything in like we're making like a survival
His
sandbox.
biceps look muscular. He looks very mushy.
Like going, if you want to go fast, like
he's like built like me.
Has like a super sprint, so to speak.
Mushy.
Like they have leg jets that kind of come on to help you sprint even faster. That causes heat. So basically, it's almost like a stamina system, but we call it heat because we're these awesome mercenary cyborgs, right? Where like the body overheats, and so
I want to get one of these fucking chairs so I can sit like a fucking asshole too, dude.
So that's kind of the cost that's there.
Hey, Blackbird
so
friends!
That's what pushes us into like finding implants that maybe like expand like how much like your heat meter.
Yeah, sometimes it's stuff like it's. I'm trying to think of like the like. Okay, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's like
in terms of When we play some mobility thing in there,
This is you're
we really wanna
forced
make
to
sure
sit
that
and
it's like,
listen
how does
to the
this
3
affect the
dudes that are
pace? How does this
sitting
affect the
at the
overall
fucking.
survival?
This is gonna be
be
such a
fair, we're
deep
still
cut. This is
looking
gonna
at
make
alpha
sense to
builds.
like
We
3
gotta
people in
balance a lot of
chat
stuff, 'cause some
or
shit's
3
kinda-
people in the VOD.
Kind of sketchy.
This is giving
No, it's no, we just
that
want to learn.
weird
That's why
time
we're doing it.
after everyone's eaten at lunch when we're waiting for the bell to ring to leave, and there's a big table, but there's only 3 people sitting at it, and those 3 people are sitting there playing like Marvel's hero
Yeah, and
clicks.
so, like, the runners
And
are
I'm not
essentially
into
like a
that.
base, right? And
I
so
know what
each
it is, but
runner
I'm not
has,
into it. But
they
they
have a
seem to be
bunch of
having a good
implants
time.
that you can
But I'm
kind
not
of
sitting at that
find
fucking
that
table
do
and playing
kind of
hero
wild
clicks with
things
them
and, like,
or
as they go
listening
up
to
in
them
rarity, right? There's a lot of stats,
talk
so you
about
can
it.
increase
You know what I mean? Like
resistance
that's
to
what's
certain
happening
things.
here. Is
So,
like these guys are
toxins
really
ones,
fucking
you get some
amped off their own
poisoned,
supply
right,
right now,
toxins,
and I'm
so,
supposed to just
you
be
can
sitting
build
here like,
resistances
oh
to
wow.
that. You can
This
increase
looks
your
cool and
agility.
great, but
There's,
I'm not
shields,
like that.
obviously, to make you a bit more durable. We have
don't
cores.
know.
Cores are really cool. They basically give
welcome
you like
in,
extra
homie.
passives. And
This
then
is just,
at the base rarity, like they have these kind of passives that you kind of
fucking
play around.
cringe
At the
fest.
highest rarity, they are specific to the runner kit that you have, the runner you're playing. And what they do is they really augment your abilities wildly, right? So you can, you're
dig
doing
this
one
panel
thing and you
format.
get, like,
I don't think that they
core
have the right to
specifically
do
for
this.
glitch, and
Oh,
now you're
okay.
like, oh, my
It's not a
double jump
rights
is a
thing.
triple jump? Like,
Is it
that's how much
cross-cutting
you
some
wanna
gameplay
push
to show what they're
that,
talking
so
about?
that it
Yeah.
really matters.
I think
And
you're
so
just a sourpuss.
builds,
Okay, well, I'm definitely a
are
sourpuss.
combo that
However,
are like completely the implants, the core.
I also watch a lot of
weapons,
fucking
weapon
events like
attachments.
this.
Weapons have like a
Let's
pretty
take another
cool
look
progression
at
too.
this.
We have
Too
gold
much
mobs, which
yap,
kind of
not
like the
enough
highest end of the
gameplay. Someone just
attachment
called this a
pool.
hero
They're
shooter.
essentially like
This
exotics
showcase
in
is
our
making
game, right? What
Apex
is the
look good.
exotic
Concord
version of this
2.0.
magnum that can do
Should have
some
just made
wild stuff?
Destiny 3.
So yeah, like the
Titan,
the entire
use
package together is what the build
mid.
crafting experience is
The
about.
finals ripoff.
And actually, to
This
that same
game
end, we
is
got a question in
woke.
chat as well from, I think,
Risk
Fire
of
Rex. Is that how you
Rain
pronounce it?
4.
How many players are gonna be in
Lame.
each map?
Oh no. Literally no one hyped for this. ZZZZZ.
Footage that people have seen a lot of, Dire Marsh. We support up to 18 players.
How is Emma Frost broken, LMAO?
To that same end, I know we talked a little bit about Void earlier as well.
This
Lars,
looks
can you walk us through maybe
terrible.
just your play style when you're
You
approaching
killed
any of
The
these?
Last of Us Online. I don't think that's related.
Go ahead and sell out the best
I have
strategy.
to give away my secret.
Wait, actually it is.
So Void is really fun for
Hold
me
on.
because
That is exactly related.
it
That's
leans
so
into this
funny,
part of
dude.
my personality that is like very devious. And so
You
if
killed The
go on
Last
a-
of Us
a run with me,
Online
I'll be like,
is
"Hey,
so
any claymores you
fucking
see, let me
funny.
know." And I'm putting those in my backpack.
Yeah,
and
kinda
I'm
related,
doing
actually.
Crazy things like, okay, so Void.
Didn't
Void
factions
has a
suck in
prime
internal
ability
tests
that
though?
sends
Yeah, but
out-
it's
I think
because
you saw it in the
Bungie
video,
was
it
picked up
sends
by
like a wall of
PlayStation to help with their
smoke
live service
sort
game.
of like your home
And then the
base,
first thing
maybe
they
that is
did was
portable.
cancel that Last of Us game
when
because
you go
Bungie
in
said
there,
it wasn't
you
good.
become Invisible.
Or,
get
you know,
automatic active camo. So I'll do
they were
things
the
like
internals.
set that up to make people believe
Get really
I'm
into
doing
it,
one
but I'm
thing
really
and
just
then
done
do
listening to them. I
another.
just
So a
want
lot
to see
of
them fucking play.
subversive
I
things.
agree. I
I'll
feel
go
like the
in
best
there
thing that
and
they could
I'll
do right now
claymore the
would be
inside, right? Someone
go,
comes in
like,
after me, they're gonna have a very bad time.
15 minutes of direct feed
So
gameplay.
but I also
Like, show
do
what a
things
match
like
in a
I'll
full
go to
extraction looks
place
like.
in
That's
the-
your best
in the
bet.
zone where there's high tier loot, and I'll claymore it up.
This
and
shit's
then,
fucking
close
insane.
all the doors and leave, and be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna show up. And then, sure enough, maybe 5 minutes later, I see the shield.
I'm also
crack
very
in the
excited
HUD,
to look
and
at
I'm
this
like,
chat again soon.
I can go back and see what's going on.
A
So,
Nightbot
yeah,
trying to
that's
help.
how I
Yeah,
like
that's
to play.
going poorly.
Yeah, how about you, Joe Cross? What's your go-to?
Anything that gets major publishers to not put out another games as a service is a win in my book. Yeah.
And lose. So.
Imagine sending stuff to influencers to have them hype this Yapper event. Yeah, honestly.
In this lineup, I think that's clearly Blackbird.
Despite me really wanting
As
to
far as
be
my
one of
play
those
style,
yappers that gets sent the free
typically just
stuff.
a decoy. So.
Like, Joe, go over there.
Yeah,
You know.
Look really great.
You know.
Just stand in the open
Yeah.
for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the end of my run story.
You know.
Fair. Well, we want to thank you all for your collective sacrifice. We appreciate it. So actually, to that same end, obviously we do a lot of playtesting here internally. Wits, I know
I'm gonna start giving these guys their fucking claps.
But what are some of your most memorable runs so far?
Some of my memorable runs are really when I think I'm going to be doing one thing, right? Like, okay, I'm going to do a contract. I'm going to be going here. I got to go into this room. I got to interact with this device. And I think it's like I'm safe. Like I'm kind
Why
of
do I have
doing
a
like
coffee
routine
table?
thing. I can get
Just
in
in
and get
case.
out if I'm like smart about it and really kind of listen for what's going on. Like there's no UESC around. There's no players around. And oftentimes there's another player, like the best moments is there's another crew that are going for the exact same thing. And there's this moment of like you're about to turn the key to get into a locked room and then the other team is right there and you're like, oh crap, like, and then you're like, this is all out war in like a hallway that seems to be like a regular hallway, but now it's
You're like,
a-
oh crap.
it just gets crazy. And so I think those are the peaks that happen where there's these tense moments you're trying to do something that lead to these very quick crescendos where, you know, these mercenaries kind of going crazy, and other way, like all these players are jumping in.
You make it sound like you're playing so carefully, but you're not.
Listen, the tactics are happening fast.
Okay.
They're
It's just
going-
processing
they're
power.
going, like, yeah, the math is going, like it's happening.
It's improvisational, right? It sounds like, I mean, runs can obviously entail a lot, but we also have a question from Sharky218. Is loot going to be just weapons, or is there going to be more for people to go after while they're out there in Tau Ceti?
There's a ton of
There's a ton of-
them. Yeah, there's implants, there's cores, there's equipment, there's
Grenades.
consumables. Yeah.
Talk about grenades.
Yeah, there's grenades.
I mean,
We have a bunch of different types of grenades in the game as well that you can loot in the world.
Studio laughter,
We
it's
have
good, it reminds you when to
valuables,
laugh.
We have backpacks. Attachments,
Show
weapons.
the collector's edition statue of a palm tree or something. It's so
keys.
fucking funny.
there's a bunch
What
of
if they
stuff
just started
that-
fucking? Now
that
that's
we
something.
call valuables, but like there's times.
What if
when
they
you're
grab
running
this
low
little
on
guy
money
on the
you're
end and
like,
everyone starts
I just
having
need to
their
do a
way with
valuables
them?
run right now, and I need to pick up these things and get my money, you know, into my space bank. So.
Space Bank, yeah.
You know, that actually is a good segue from, and I'm not making this name up, Ball and Hobo.
The Last of Us,
What
that's
do I do with
definitely
the loot when
something.
I extract? Like, why
I
does
think
it
they
matter in
heard
the
show
long run?
don't tell backwards.
Yeah, there's a variety of reasons. So a lot of it was related to sort of our factions and contract system. If you want to talk a little bit about that, Lars.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this entire system we call factions. You're doing contracts, they're like missions, and you are being greeted originally by AI representative because you are a mercenary. You know don't really have allegiance to anyone. They are going to pay you to do these jobs, and so they'll give you these missions to do. And as you're doing these missions, like Andrew said, sometimes you run into danger. But the cool thing about I think
they
a
call
lot
it
of the
factions.
faction
That's why they
contract
canceled.
system
They're
is,
like, you guys
could
stole our
complete
fucking
the,
name.
You know, download the agricultural survey from this one area on one of the zones, and you're doing the thing, and you've sort of done it. So even if you die, you've still made progress there, which I think is a really cool aspect of that feature. But then there's also this other meta layer where as you're working with the different factions, they allow you to upgrade yourself over time. And so you can increase your heat meter, you can increase your loot speed, things like that.
I was gonna say, you're trying to get as much loot as possible to meet the challenge of the world, right? Like essentially, you know, different missions get harder over time, right? Which means you want to have more loot on you so you can survive longer, you know, so just in general, be able to do like, you know, fight all the different, you know, hostile entities in the world, like get through there's a POI on a zone that's heavily fortified by UESC and all of the different units that are there, the snipers, the assault units, like you want to be able to not only withstand that and players. So there's a lot of reasons why you want to get loot again.
And honestly, like a lot of the loot translates into things like upgrades, you know, that you utilize through the factions. But there's also an in-game store called the Black Market where you can use a lot of your currency and things like that to actually re-equip yourself if you go on a bad run, or to upgrade yourself if you need anything from that space. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to get a lot of good loot out. I don't think I'm ever short of reasons to get loot out.
That just says something else about me, though. I'm just a loot goblin. So sometimes extraction shooters also can be seen.
You guys can't even tell when I'm using my laughter or when it's the studio laugh.
To make them easier to dive into.
Yeah, I think there's a couple things.
Yeah, I think I'm ending stream. I think I fucking hate this.
We are obviously investing besides doing a
I think I'm done.
So players can understand a little bit about what the nature of the game
Agricultural survey.
We're also doing a lot to make combat something that's a little bit more approachable, but also just equally as deep and have pretty wide things. But I think Andrew can talk about it.
Yeah, we want to make, like, this is like a Bungie shooter, right? We want to make sure it's approachable. We like.
Let's just see what else is on the internet. Let's look at my Twitch homepage.
Awesome, right, and so really trying to bring that kind of like morph the Bungie action.
Live channels we
into,
think you will
the
like.
survival space where again
E-girl.
everything kind of costs something.
International
like, getting
tape.
shot, like you're not
E-girl.
going to have like a limb system
Andy
or like,
Cortez.
you know, your limb's broken or anything, but you will, like, guns do stopping power, right? Which they can knock you out of sprint, they can slow you down, right? Status effects are still in the game. And
Let's
so if
raid
you are hit with
out.
a chem grenade, right, you're going to be toxed. You can be immobilized, right, which really slows you down. You can be overheated. There's all these things.
Everybody
that
loves an
pushes you
e-girl.
into using consumables and making sure you have an
Chat.
answer for these things that happen. So we're trying
Block
to
the
make sure
fuck in.
that
We're raiding
we
an
keep the
e-girl.
depth of
We'll
the
raid
survival
Waffles. We
game,
love
but
Waffles.
the approachability of the action game.
This is
right?
the
And
way.
so that's how we're trying to marry that together. In addition to that,
Who's
if you,
excited to
you know,
raid
have
Waffles
some
instead
bad
of watching
runs,
this?
right? Like, and you
I
don't
know
have
I
a lot,
am.
You see your loot kind of going down. We have the
Flash raid.
sponsored kits. Like it's kind of
Waffles. All right, chat. Here's the deal. I'll be back. Let's look at this real quick. Hold on.
Or equipment, or maybe a shield or something, or consumables. That's kind of the
Hold on.
floor for what we think you can be really.
10 out of 10
like, you can be
Waffles.
capable
Don't, that's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
environment and
All right, looking
actually,
at the
like, fight
schedule
other players that
for
actually
Coachella
get out.
today.
So you're never feeling like
Here's
the
what we're
goal is
doing.
that you can always clutch. Even
All right.
if you find somebody who's
If I wake up and I'm feeling fucking
really
spry, 8 o'clock, 8:15, we'll watch T-Pain. At the very latest, I'm live by 10 p.m. for Charlie XCX. Charlie XCX goes into Green Day. Green Day goes into Travis Scott. During the downtime, we'll play some fucking Suika game or some other puzzle game, something really low key. It's gonna be a very fun night. Lock the fuck in. I hope to see you guys all. I'll be doing drugs and hanging out, being having a blast. YouTube VOD watchers that also hate Marathon, leave a comment. Let's raid Waffles. I will talk to you all so soon. Thanks for giving this a shot with me. Sorry it was kind of a snooze, you know? But I mean, we'll play this game. We'll play this game when it comes out. But, you know, he's playing the blueprints between sets. That I'm not doing. Hold on, wait. There's actual gameplay. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, it's like creator highlight. Oh my god, this is going to be a nightmare to watch. Bungie invited 40 creators and press to playtest the alpha with the entire development team. It's muted, that's my bad. People.
Look daddy up, let's go. Okay, I am ready and up.
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to Dr. Lupo call himself fucking daddy.
Some money at this time.
Quick read.
Oh, you looking around? See
Yeah, see who we're gonna read with.
Alrighty. Bio research is right next to us. You want to do the intercepts? Yeah.
Goatee is not the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are never gonna believe
You want
this.
to get going?
Goatee is never the look. If you have a goatee, I'm not judging you right now because I never said that out loud,
I've not been there yet.
but I will be in the future.
Okay.
That's your chance to get rid of it.
So, for the gang, there is fall damage, and it is severe if you
There
drop
is. I got a mod
a
earlier that like drastically reduced it though. So there are ways to reduce it.
I may have just exploded my kneecaps.
Yeah, you guys are gonna like Waffles so much more than this.
It saves it.
I promise.
The ball, yeah.
I promise. We love Waffles. We fucking hate this.
Yeah, am I right?
GG's. I'll see you guys tonight.